Hi, Celine here. Welcome to my channel. If you're new to my channel, I set it up to share content that will help you navigate any struggles in your life, any difficulties, and go on to create a life of purpose and joy and meaning. So I've been on that journey myself. I still am, and I'm always learning. So that's my mission really, is to share what I have found from experience works for me in the hope that it will help you too. So just a question that came to mind today. I was thinking about my whole experience with breast cancer again, but it doesn't have to be. I use that example because it is my story, but there are other experiences and you may have other experiences. Um, and I was just thinking, was there another way? So, any warning signs with breast cancer, was there another way? And yeah, I was just reflecting on it. So maybe I just think often we're very self critical and we can judge ourselves. And many people I meet are often talking about, gosh, if I'd done that differently, and regrets. And it really doesn't, I've done it myself. I generally don't anymore. I really live from a place now of the universe being a very supportive place and wanting the best for me. But just even in reflecting on that, I suppose, was there another way? The answer is yes and no. Yeah, we come here with free will. I believe that for sure. We have free will. And although may have set ourselves a purpose before we came here and what we wanted to experience, maybe we change our mind along the way and different things happen. We get distracted. So, yes, I could have made different choices, and maybe there's a version of me floating around who made a different choice, doing something different. I'm sure there is. It's all happening now. Um, so yeah, when you think of specific moments in your life, I'm sure you can, whether it's a choice you made to marry someone or not get married, or take a job or not take a job. It's like it sets us off on a certain path. So I had plenty of warning signs, and this isn't critical at all. For me, I say this in the hope that it will help you if maybe you're struggling around this issue. But I had lots. I had car accidents. I'd unhealthy relationships. I'd anxiety, depression. I struggled with addiction. I'd lots of things that in and out of my life at different stages, and they all brought me to another level. But I personally, I will say, so yes, I could have probably, yeah, I could have chosen differently and done different things, and that would be a version of me that would be living now doing whatever they're doing. But I'm quite happy with the version that chose, or and ended up getting cancer and has come out the other side, because I don't know that anything could have transformed me so completely. Um, you know, I just gets me a little bit speechless sometimes, and it's moving. It's such a great gift for me now. It's hard, and I say that, and I say it with compassion, because I'm not trying to belittle if you are struggling with anything right now, because it's horrendous when you're in it. And I've had difficult times since, and they may come again, who knows. But I know how to get through them. I suppose one of the most important lessons I learned, and I definitely don't do it anymore, is to start trying to go over the past. We cannot rewrite the past, but we can learn from it. And even not learn from it, but we're a different version because of it. We can go on to greater happiness and joy because of it. But that's one thing. But getting stuck in repeating the story, which I did for quite a while, really doesn't help us at all. um so yeah, that's one thing that's definite for me. I don't want to go back into the past and what it could. It doesn't serve any purpose for me. Um, but one another very positive thing out of it is it's given me, I feel, great credibility in terms of there's nothing beats speaking and we know it. I recognize it when I speak to someone else who's authentic and speaking from personal experience and from their heart and from a place of truth. And I don't think that I necessarily did that in the past. I did my best, but I don't think I knew. I was so up in my head and removed from who I am and disconnected. And I find that very easy now to recognize in someone else, whether they're fully present in their body with me or they're not. And it's so much nicer, a much nicer feeling to be around someone who fully is in their body. And I think that does give a layer of credibility. To be in your body, you have to be sort of authentically you. There's no sort of pretending or faking it, really. So it's given me a level of credibility, and it's, I don't say that from an ego perspective. It's just because I would have struggled with believing in sort of the value I had to offer. And I know, just being is enough. But knowing that I'm speaking from a very truthful place of experience, nothing else could have given me that great gift. Nothing else could have stopped me in my tracks so completely either. So in that sense, I am very grateful. Because I think if, I had lots of smaller warning signs, if I just had kept getting them, I'd still probably be going. Something really, really needs to reset me. It's the only way I can describe it. It's like I was stopped and someone took out all the software for about a year or two and just left me there, and then I was rebooted or new software was put on. So that's just been a real benefit as well. And also, I mean, there's so many, but another is I've met so many amazing people and still do, who continue to influence me on this whole new path I'm taking. So, when we go through something very challenging, if we decide to choose something different, it's so exciting. It ends up being such an adventure full of possibility. And yeah, if I was doing, when you think of it, if you keep doing the same thing with the same, in the same situations with the same people, how can you expect something new to come into your life? So it's allowed so much new, so many new things and experiences to come into my life. So wherever you are right now, I would just say to you, that's exactly where you're meant to be. Don't judge yourself. Don't be hard on yourself. Whatever it is, if you're feeling awful right now, or very low, or very good, or indecisive, or whatever it is, it's exactly where you're meant to be. And just trust that the choices that you made and the things that have happened are exactly what you need to be you right now, and to be the person and the next version you're going to go on and be. Just take one step in front of another. I was always jumping ahead. So another thing is, what I've been shown and see is that I'm always shown the next step. I'm not shown 8 months down the road, which I always want to know. I want guarantees, but I'm always shown, and I sort of work. This is the co-creative process. I usually ask in the morning. I follow what comes up in my energy, like what I feel called to do, and the two together, I always am shown the next step. So just to remember that, and talk to that aspect of yourself, whatever you see that to be, whether it's nature, God, the universe, the trees, fairies, angels, whatever, whatever it is, that beautiful creative force, energy, loving energy is running through all of us, all of existence, and it's there to support you. It's supportive. And finally, find joy where you can. I didn't do enough of that. I often got, even when times were good, I'd be gone on to the next thing or worrying about it. So, in the moments, that's what recharges, refills us, refuels us. That's what does it for me. The laughter, the joy, in whatever way that you get it, dancing, singing, painting, I don't know. I get it actually from knitting. Sometimes I get for lots of funny things that I really enjoy. So yeah, just want to come on and say that today. Yeah, is there another way? There's always another way, isn't it? Isn't there? But when we get into that place of recognizing we are a creator, consciously creating. We know that, and we know that we make these choices, and the choices that we make are just right for us right now, and they're just right for where we're going next. So yeah, thank you for watching, and talk to you again soon.